Hello, hello. We are back again with another desk office chair yoga practice. So this is perfect for a lunch break. Maybe if you get to your workplace a little bit early, you have a few extra minutes to just decompress before the day begins, or anytime that you need a little bit extra movement, you feel like you're getting a little stiff. So we'll work through all of the kind of major target areas that get compressed or tightened when we sit, namely the spine, the shoulders, upper back. We'll work through the wrists, the ankles, as well as moving down the lower body, really opening up through the psoas, reversing this 90-degree angle right here, working through the glutes and the quads. So if you have a chair that doesn't roll, I do recommend using one of those if possible. I don't even own one, which is kind of weird, but just be careful if you do have wheels, if you can lock them. I recommend that. And we will be holding each posture for about 5 breaths, give or take. Just enough to take a few breaths, find a moment of presence, and melt some tension away. So whenever you're ready, we begin sitting in our seat, kind of scooting to the edge a little bit here. Beginning today in mountain pose, chair mountain pose. Hands resting on the knees. Maybe we turn them up. And a gesture to receive. And we just take a few breaths. Letting the duties of our job leave our brain for the moment, for the time being. This is time for you. And flipping the palms back over. Palms come to the knees. Inhale, lifting up onto the balls of the feet. So lifting the heels, squeezing the calves. Exhale, drop the heels. Taking this 5 times. Moving with the breath. Saying hello to your feet. And when you are finished with your 5 rounds, we're going to now scoot to the back of the chair. Extending both legs, coming into a little staff pose. So we're already activating the quads, finding some strength here today. That will help you release as well. Sitting up nice and tall, big breath in. Keep a nice activation. You can raise the arms if you'd like. We can always place the heels down and take this as kind of a forward fold. Make sure to modify this as you need to. Finding your last breath here. And then walking the hands back up, bending the knees. Coming into a few ankle rolls. So pick up one of your feet, roll it out a few times one way and the other way. Planting it back down, picking up the other. Notice what's going on down there. Plant those feet on the ground, scoot to the edge of your chair once again to take the hands behind the back. So we have a few options here. Depending on your environment, what feels good to you, we can interlace the hands, pulling them down, opening through the chest. We can grab onto the chair. Same thing here, sending the chest up, reaching the shoulder blades together. Big full breaths. One more. Really fill the belly and exhale it out. Releasing your hold, taking the wrists in front of you and working through the wrists. We can do this multiple ways as well, keeping the fingers nice and spread. We can clench our hands into fists. Play around with it, see what feels good. Maybe take a little combination, just working through the wrists, especially if we are working with keyboards or a lot of writing, mouse work, maybe open and close the fingers. Taking what you need. It's the name of the game. Raining the fingers down. Inhale, take the arms out by the sides, reaching up, big stretch. And then the left hand grabs the right wrist, pulling it up. So here we can stay here, finding length in the sides of the arms, or we can give our right hand a little massage maybe. Few breaths. And then wherever you're at, releasing the left hand down to the side, keeping the right raised into a nice big full body side stretch. Keeping the heart center open, up high. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach back up. This time using the right hand to grab the left wrist, taking whatever variation you did on the other side. Whatever feels loving to you. Beautiful. And whenever you are ready, no need to rush, moving at your own pace, coming into our side stretch. Using surfaces that you have available to deepen or intensify postures, stretches. Remembering to breathe. If you find yourself holding your breath. And exhale, release. Hands come behind the back again, opening up through the fronts of the shoulders, reaching the hands behind, trying to meet palms, flipping the fingers up towards the ceiling. Then sending the elbows back, opening up through the fronts of the arms. Make your breath nice and big. Maybe we can walk the hands up a little bit more. Find what feels comfortable to you. If the palms don't meet, that's okay. Only here for one more breath. Then we're going to reverse this action. Exhale. Carefully unravel. Coming into eagle arms. Make sure you have some space in front of you. Maybe scoot the chair back a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, scoop this right arm underneath the left, raveling the arms, trying to meet palms. Take 2 big breaths here, just reaching the shoulder blades back, opening. And then on your next inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, round through the spine, maybe tapping the elbows to the knees. 3 of these. Making these slow and gentle, really kind of unfurling, unraveling the spine. Maybe finding yourself going a little bit deeper with each one. And then when you come back to neutral spine, carefully release. Taking this right knee, crossing it over the left leg and finding a twist. So you're twisting over your right shoulder. Left hand comes to the outside of the knee. You can grab onto the chair, any surfaces available to you as we find a twist. My back just cracked. Few breaths here, focusing on lengthening on the inhales and twisting on the exhales. Exhale to center. Hugging this right knee in to the chest. You can kind of round your back for a breath here. Before crossing it over the left knee and finding a nice glute stretch. Take your time here. You might be a little tight. Just breathe through it. Allow yourself to gently open. You can also use the desk to pull yourself closer. This probably feels amazing right now. And then we can carefully plant that right foot next to the left and exhale, forward fold. Laying the belly on the thighs, getting some blood to the head, to the arms. Carefully rolling back up. And we reverse. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, this time the left wraps underneath the right. Same deal here. 2 big breaths, just focusing on opening through the shoulders. Finding your presence. And then matching your breath to movement. Reaching the arms up. And exhale, round. Unravel those arms with love and cross this left knee over the right. Making your way into your twist. Release those worries, release that stress, release what no longer serves. Find one more breath here in this nice twist. Wring it out. It's very cleansing for the spine, for the body, for the mind. Coming back to neutral spine. Hug that left knee in. One big breath. And cross it over. Folding a little bit more on your exhales, but not forcing anything. This is a feel-good practice, feel-good movement. Letting your breath calm your mind. Planting that left foot and coming into your forward fold. Exhale. Let all of the air out. Breathing, release tension in the shoulders, in the neck, wherever you find it. And slowly roll back up. Coming into a little boat pose if you want to have a hand at balancing. So kind of scoot to the middle of your chair. You can keep your hands on the chair as well, but just lift the knees into the chest. Maybe you lift your hands as well. Just getting a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire. Kind of create some energy there, right? Hold here. 3, 2, 1. And plant the feet hip distance apart, probably more than hip distance apart for a little goddess pose. Sitting at the edge of your chair, toes point out to the corners. Inhale, lift. Feel what's happening in the lower body here. We can keep hands on the knees, or maybe we'd like to find some cactus arms, drawing the shoulder blades back again. Elbows reach to the back of the room, fingers are nice and spread. One more big breath here before we fold over. Exhale, rain the hands down wherever you are, taking a nice little forward fold. Maybe the hands come to the knees, and we just open the groins a little bit more. We can also take one elbow to a knee, find a little side stretch, a little twist. Play around here. Let's ignite some creativity. Maybe a little extra movement. Amazing. And carefully bring your feet back underneath your hips, coming into a little side lunge. So now we're really going to open up through the psoas. So turn your chair, come to the edge of your seat, and try to reach this right knee down to the ground. Kind of, you might have to position yourself a little bit here, but we're really reaching for this front of the hip flexor. So if you need to kind of grab onto something so you can really press forward with your hips. So really, really squeeze through the glutes until you can feel a nice big stretch in the front of the thigh. And then kicking that ankle up, reaching for the ankle, stretching out through the quadricep now. So really reach that heel into the hips and still sending the hips forward towards your left knee. Big breaths. Lovingly release that foot. Come back up and switch sides. And switch sides. Yes. Might help to, if you're flexing your heel, it might help to kind of come onto the top of the foot. Some of these positions can get a little tricky. So we do our best. And just showing up for yourself here today. You're already doing your best. You're already doing the thing. It's the hardest part. Release. Release any negativity that has made your way its way into your mind today. We don't need it. Beautiful. And then reaching for that back heel. Still lifting up nice and tall. Spine is long, reversing the little hunching that we do when we sit. And when you're ready, carefully release. Find a nice seat back on your chair. And for our last little stretch, we're going to hit the calves again. So extend your right leg, heel can come down onto the ground, and exhale, kind of creep those fingertips down just so you can feel a nice stretch all the way through the back up towards the hamstring. Really flexing those toes, maybe you can reach your toes. And lifting back up, switching feet, extending the left, inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Maybe noticing one's tighter than the other. It's okay. And raising back up, finding a nice comfortable seat so we can end here with some breath awareness today. If you need any other stretches, please take those now. This is for you. But also for you is finding gratitude for yourself, sending yourself loving thoughts for making it here today. Maybe you take hands to heart center, connecting to your Anahata chakra. Take deep, big breaths. Noticing how you feel. Coming back to your true self within. You are not your job. You are not your roles. You are not any of these things, not even your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. You are you, whole and complete, just as you are. Take a deep breath in and exhale it all out. And with that, I thank you so very much for joining me here today. And I hope we were able to release some tension in the mind and the body today. I would love to know how you enjoyed this practice, and you can find many, many more desk office practices here. I will link it for you in the description. And I hope you have a gorgeous rest of your day, my dear friend. I will see you again very soon.